William Morrow and HarperAudio present The Usual Family Mayhem, a novel by HelenKay Dimon, performed by Mia Barron. This one is for my grandmothers, Helen and Kathleen. The part about serving poison pies to bad men is fictional, probably, but some of Mag's and Celia's personality traits and quirks should look familiar to all who loved them. Chapter 1. I needed a good idea, not an interesting one or one with potential. Nope, this had to be a real stunner. The kind that would cause the men sitting around the conference room table in their plain white $900 Tom Ford sneakers to break out in a chorus of oohs and ahs. Hell, I'd settle for tepid approval and a few half-hearted nods at this point. Living in Washington, D.C. and being single meant wading through a dreary dating pool of guys in striped ties. I didn't have a problem with stripes in general, but these stripes tended to be worn by a specific clout-chasing Capitol Hill type. This clout-chasing Capitol Hill type asked the same two questions at the start of every date. Where do you work? And where did you go to college? Being 26 and no longer actually in college, I didn't understand why the latter mattered, but College of Charleston. Go Cougars! The answer to the former was Nexus, Opportunity, Ideas. I'd worked there for 4 months and 3 days and still had no idea what I did for a living, other than sit at my desk and play games on my phone. NOI was a business incubator that found and developed business opportunities for savvy investors. The description came right from the company website. I know because I memorized it and repeated it with confidence whenever anyone asked me about my job. The explanation was only slightly more comprehensible than the company name, which sounded like pure gibberish. My best friend, Whitney, worked in human resources at NOI. She'd texted, emailed, and called me about an open position the second before the official listing went live to give me the chance to get in fast. Yeah, no pressure. Whitney made enough money to buy a sweet one-bedroom 2 blocks from Logan Circle. Sure, it barely measured 600 square feet, but it had a private terrace and a walk-in closet. I rented a studio apartment on the 4th floor of an in-need-of-renovating building with a leaky faucet, wallet-depleting rent, and a broken elevator. Whitney easily won that round of adult bingo. If only to rescue my ego and bank account from obliteration, I needed to survive the 6-month probationary period at NOI. 2 months to go. The position sounded great in the employment listing. Talk about false advertising. Dynamic work environment, innovative teams, breakfast and lunch provided. The promise of a daily free bagel won me over. But to get the job, I had to, let's say, embellish. Lie. I had to lie. The job requirements were vague, or I pretended they were. Business or finance degree? Not really, or at all. The ability to quickly and effectively develop new investment opportunities and strategize about their implementation and financing? No idea what that even meant. But Whitney vouched for me, and I owed her big time. One problem remained. I hadn't pitched a single actionable idea since starting at NOI. I kept my head down, made calls, attended meetings, and researched other people's projects. Basically, a computer program could do my job and no one would need to feed it a free bagel, so my days were numbered. I had to start doing something or get better at faking being busy. Kasey? Kasey Nottingham, that was me. Unfortunately. I stopped staring out the window at the wharf, the strip of restaurants, businesses, and residences on D.C.'s southwest waterfront where NOI was located. That location being the best part of the job. Food.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?